Hi guys, so excuse the really bad lighting. We're in my room today. I've got to make a book week costume for my daughter. Now I had a different plan for the costume previously, but I got to know home that they were doing Australian themed, so we decided to go with Cuddle-pot and Snuggle-pie. So I thought that it might be fun to include you with making a costume. Like, the parade's tomorrow, so talk about leaving it to the last minute, right? Well, here goes. So first of all, I bought this pink leotard from eBay for $5 plus postage. And what I've done so far is I put this on my daughter last night and I pinned some ribbon around the waist. Now you want it to have a little bit of give, but you don't want it to be, too loose so that your tutu that you're going to be making on it sags. So what I'm going to do is I've put 6 pins around, and I've brought you into my bedroom because my sewing machine is here, and we're going to sew where I've pinned. Now you don't have to do this step is purely optional, but what I actually did, because I figure my daughter's going to use it for dress ups afterwards, I heat sealed the ribbon ends here. So I'm just going to change the angle of the camera and then we can begin. He's recording, honey. You're on the video. If you talk now. It turned off, did it? Okay, so we've sewn the little bits with the ribbon around here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the pins out and trim off all the loose cotton tails from your leotard where you've just done your little running stitch. Hang on, I'll just show you up close. Like, it's nothing fancy, but see, just up and down there. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Anyway, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the tails from the ribbon these little wispy bits here, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, thank you. Okay, so for the next stage, you're going to need some rolls of tulle. This one is, I think it was mustard, I think the colour was for this one. This one was moss green, and this is just a fluoro green. Now what you need to do is, it's a 6-inch tulle strips. So eyeball about the length, I'm just eyeballing about the length I'll need for my daughter. I forgot to measure, which I should have done. And so you basically want it to be double the length that you think you'll need. And so then you start by putting 2 . So here's my 2. Now with the first one, just fold it in half like this and put it like that, and then pull the loop like that, and you will attach it like that. Now you'll need to do quite a few more of these, and try to mix the colours up, and later on after we finish this I will probably want to put some ribbon and beads through it. So hang on, I'll just unwrap these. And we'll get some mustard next, and again just measure it along the second strip you cut, and fold it in half, pull it through and over, and pull it tight. And as you can see, we got another. And what I will do is, I am now going to just keep doing each of these sections, and as I finish each section I will check in and show you my progress. Okay. Hi, so we're in for another progress report. Here we've done the first 1/6 of the tutu section. See? And this section only took about 6-inch strips, so I shall check in with you further along. Okay, I have filled in 2 sections now, and this is how it currently looks. This second section took 9 pieces of 6-inch tulle, and so as I progress around I will show you more, and yeah, let's go. So this is what it looks like when the first half is done. This is the entire front overlay done. I've still got to do the back, and then after the back's done we'll work on the neckline. Okay, so we've finished the skirt around the tutu. If you've got any sags like that, don't worry too much, because you can just put, if it still sags when the child's wearing it, just place your hand down the back there and give it a quick hand stitch and it'll hold it into place. Plus, if you're really concerned, you can hide that bit with a satin sash. Now the next stage is we're going to be putting some ribbon around the neck to attach our next decoration. So you work out how much ribbon goes from shoulder to shoulder by going in phases around here loosely. Then again, optional step here, but I like to heat seal the ribbon. And then you just pin it from shoulder to shoulder. Now here I would recommend, for the sake of your finish, I would recommend that you put your heat seal bit down like this and pull the ribbon to the back and then push it to the forward, creating a little fold here. That's just so that there's no raw edges visible. especially if you don't do the heat sealing. Then just pin that. And then pin another spot loosely here. And another one there, and we fold down on the shoulder again, and we put another one there. So especially if you use the raw edges, just fold it down like that and under, give a neat finish. Now I'm just going to jump up on the machine and do a couple of little stitches at the places where I've pinned, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so I've now sewed the ribbon on with these little stitches. I've pulled the pins out and I've cut the loose threads. So now we're going to be attaching some tulle to the neck. Now to do that, you work out what size you need, and I have these little offcuts, and I think that for me, I would say these are about maybe 4-5 inches, and so I'm going to cut my strips that size. I'm mostly going to use the fluoro green and the moss green and use a little less of the mustard because I'm going to need the mustard for the headpiece to match. So I will show you when I get further ahead on the neckline. I will show you how it's coming along, but just to recap how to attach the things. Again, you make a loop, you put the loop around the ribbon,
I will scratch it,
and you pull it like this and then pull it tight, and there you go. And so we're going to do that right around the neckline, and yeah, I will come back to you with as I progress. Okay, so now we're halfway across the front with our neck detail, and I'm just going to do that along the other half of the thing. And as you can see, we're getting close to the end of the basic dress. After that, you can kind of customize it how you want. I'm thinking I'll probably add a sash around the waist once I try it on my daughter. And if I can find, when I'm out and about today, if I can find any Australian flowers, I might add them to it. I'm making a headpiece on the same premise as the neckline and waist. I'm just going to get some ribbon and tie yellow, mostly yellow with a little bit of green around that. And then we're going to run it around here, and we're going to put her hair up in a bun because she's got lovely brown hair, and that's how the costume will be. And I will check in with you when I've done the other half of the neck. And yeah. Hi guys, so this is the finished product. I will take a picture and put it up because I seem to be hopeless at displaying this. But yeah, from here, customize it however you want, and like, don't sweat on the small stuff. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can easily hand sew the ribbon around the waist and around the neck, you know, and you don't really need to do anything more than sew on a button to be able to put this dress together. And the thing is, don't get fussy about if the colours are in the right order or anything. Put them in whatever order you want. It's your creation. It's a Buckwheat Parade costume. Like, don't get too hung up on the small details. Your child is just going to be thrilled to be wearing something that you made. I know that not all families like to make their own Buckwheat costumes. In my family, I love to do it because when I was growing up, my mum used to make these awesome costumes for me. Like, one year there was this, she dressed me up in a princess dress, and then the following year she took the bottom off it and turned it into a fairy dress, and I just thought they were the greatest creations, and they're moments in my childhood that really stand out. So, you you know, I do the same for my kids, and it's just a family tradition. And when my youngest starts school, I'll be making all his costumes too. So my eldest is about to finish year 6 this year, so this is his last book week parade, and you know, we're going to go a little gruesome this year because that's what he wants to do. I'm not putting it on here for the reason that it is a bit gruesome, but yeah, again, this dress is just an idea. Use your own colours. You can make anything. You got an old, if you've got an old swimsuit lying around, you can convert it into a dress. Like, anyway, so if you want more content like this, like and subscribe, and thanks.